Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Count Rafa channel. And today, we're going to talk about what went down in the Champions League stages. A league stage full of drama and unadulterated chaos. Well, not much chaos. Chaos actually happened at the last minute, but regardless, all fun. And what we have here, pretty sure you guys have noticed a change in my screen. At the right corner, that's actually an animated picture of myself. Yeah, that's the closest you get to my real face. If you want my real face, give me 100k subscribers and you see my true face. So for now, this is all you're getting. And the track that we're about to use here is the DAF X, I think it's the new XF, probably 2020 model. It looks clean and neat. So without further ado,
buckle up, Teddy.
Fever up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana. Fever up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico. So leave her Johnny up, we'll go. The drunken sailor, wellerman, whaler, bound away for Mexico.
and my, this group stage started off with teams acting like, yeah, we got this, no problem. Was especially teams like Napoli, the Madrid and all that. And at the end of the day, they fumbled the bag, most especially Napoli. Yeah, let's first talk about Napoli, because they are frauds. Not necessarily their team, but Antonio Conte is a fraud. Full stop. He is an absolute fraud. And his fixtures, please, you had no excuse. You could have won half of those fixtures. And instead, no. And you even bottled it at home against world champions Chelsea. You bottled against Chelsea, who had a new manager. Although as a Chelsea fan, yeah, it's good thing we qualified to the top 8. But still, Napoli had one simple job. Antonio Conte had one simple job, and he fumbled the bag.
Take the second exit.
So Antonio Conte, fraud. And the next thing I'll talk about is Chelsea, world champions Chelsea.
Take the third exit.
For now, I'm retaining their title world champions because Liam Rosino, yeah, well done. You've kind of brought back Chelsea's aura. And before Liam Rosino, Maresca, he came. And so far,
Exit now.
yeah, Chelsea, they came in the Champions League and reminded Europe why they are world champions. And Barcelona, unfortunately, were their favorite victims. And the funniest part about it all was that I think a month before the Barcelona match, when Chelsea found out their opponents during the group stages, in their Chelsea TV channel, they asked the players a question. They asked the Chelsea players a question: which opponent would you like to face in this Champions League group stage? And majority of them said Barcelona. And me as a Chelsea fan, I'm like, whoa, Barcelona? Really? This team, you want to face Barcelona? Even me as a Chelsea fan, I wasn't too confident about them meeting Barcelona. That is until that game happened. And thank you, Esteval, once again for schooling Yami Yamal and Kobarasi for the silly little boys that they are. Chelsea gave Barcelona belt to ass. Like my, they proved me wrong. And people look back at those moments where the Chelsea players said they want Barcelona, and will make it an aura moment. In fact, I'm pretty sure someone have made an edit about the whole thing. So Chelsea, I'll say well done. Even though I predicted you guys to be 4th place, but you're 2 places behind. Still, really good performance. And let's talk about Tottenham. And I don't know why I placed Tottenham, but I'm pretty sure I put them in the playoffs. Editor, remind me of where I placed Tottenham. But anyways, Tottenham in the Premier League, they are terrible, probably close to relegation zone by now. But in the Champions League, they look like monsters. And they managed to somehow win most of their matches to make it to 8th place, which by their standards, I'll say impressive. Very impressive. However, I seriously don't think Tottenham is going to win the Champions League. Nah, it's near impossible. So best of luck to Tottenham without Thomas Frank. And I heard their new coach is his name is it Igor?
Go straight on.
Okay, I'm not sure I can pronounce the surname, but editor put his surname there. But for now, I'll call him Igor. So, Mr. Igor, you got a lot of work to do. So, best of luck to you. And then we talk about Mr. Champions League. Champions League heritage, Fala Madrid. Yes, I'm not saying Hala Madrid, I call you Fala Madrid because, yeah, you guys, nah, Madrid, you had one simple job. You had one simple job. Just let Alonso cook. But no, you allowed your bratty, egotistic players to dictate how the club should be run, and you kicked out Alonso, the one person who tried to coach these players. And what do you think happened after you sacked Alonso? You managed to get schooled by Mourinho, Jose Mourinho, who coached Benfica. And don't worry, Benfica, wait your turn. I'll talk about you later. Anyway, with Madrid, yeah, you're facing Benfica again. And me personally, even though yes, on paper you're supposed to give Benfica belts to us, however, nah, Mourinho would win. When it comes to Champions League heritage and knockout games, always bet on Mourinho. For me, that's my motto, because Mourinho is my guilt. Speaking of whom, now onwards to Benfica, and my, Jose Mourinho. And he got out of that group stage with a huge bang. The goalkeeper scoring at the final minute. How cinema can you get? And that whole thing, to me, it's just incredible, man. Just incredible. At the dying minute, when they found out that they need just one goal, and Mourinho is like, yeah, everyone attack. And the moment Mourinho decides that, yeah, forget the bus, let's all just step on it. In the moment he decides to attack, he wins. And people tend to forget that Mourinho is the king of counterattacks. The man's biggest flex in football, most especially Mourinho's biggest flex in Spanish football. And to this day, not even the best Barcelona team have broken that record. 100 points and 100 goals. No one has beaten that record to this day. A defensive manager with 100 goals and 100 points. Absolute chad of a manager.
You're goddamn right.
And me, I'm putting my money on Benfica beating Madrid. And please let this age well. So Benfica, okay, to be honest, I don't know that many Benfica players. I only know Mourinho coaching them. So Benfica, please give Madrid that belt to us, because these bratty, egotistic players deserves that belt to us, because Florentino Perez don't have the cojones to spank these players. So Mourinho, give them that belt. And let's talk about another Champions League heritage team, Bayern Munich. And so far, company, he's doing a decent job over there. He's giving the necessary teams belt to us, with the exception of Arsenal getting their revenge. Although, let's be honest, Arsenal fans, they feel incomplete because that 10-2 drumming is still living rent-free in their heads. So Arsenal's revenge tour on Bayern feels incomplete. Who knows, they might meet somewhere in the knockout stages, whether quarter or semis, if either one of them make it that far. And Harry Kane, well, it's business as usual, scoring goals. Olise making defenders rethink their career choices. And Luis Diaz blitzing past players like the Roadrunner. As for Bayern, nothing much to say about them.
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
And next off is Arsenal, aka Set Piece FC, aka Haram. And Arsenal surprised a lot of people by topping the group stage. They topped the group stage by... Did they win all their matches? I should think so. Editor, correct me in there if they won all their matches. So yeah, like Arsenal went into this group stage and got out of it unbeaten, like Melania Blade of Mikola.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
And to be honest, yeah, Arsenal, I think it's more of a team collective effort than individual brilliance. Like Bukayo Saka, for him, yeah, I think Saka is overshadowed by the fact that Arsenal relies a lot more on set pieces than their attacking football. So much so that there are individual players who could possibly stand out. You can't really speak about them. Saka, in terms of stats, he's very quiet. And Gyökeres, of all strikers, he seems quiet as well. And it's quite concerning, actually. But so far as it gives them results, well, kudos to them. And I've been hearing waves that Arsenal wants a quadruple. Yeah, best of luck with that. That is, if you can beat Manchester Suplex City in the Carabao, then just maybe yes. Like, people start taking you seriously for your attempts to make a quadruple, because it's near impossible. Even the best Manchester Suplex City team that's won a treble couldn't win a quadruple. But who knows, Arsenal might prove a lot of people wrong. So best of luck to them. And let's next talk about the champions, Paris Saint-Germain, aka PSG. And PSG, oh my, what do I have to say about PSG, honestly? I don't have much to say about PSG. Okay, all I have to say about PSG is that, yeah, you guys are disappointed champions. Because you managed to go into the playoff places again. Enrique, I don't know, it's like he always has a bad start at the beginning of the season. And then at the final hours of the season, that's when he locks in and hits the sixth gear and start giving everyone belts to us. And his first victim is Monaco. And my Monaco, we are getting that belt to us. And at the same time too, I won't be surprised if Monaco rather gives PSG that belt to us. So best of luck to them there. And in terms of the teams in the playoff, who are my predicted winners? Alright. So my predicted team for the playoffs is Juventus, Benfica, Dortmund, PSG, Newcastle, Bodo Glimt, yes, I'm predicting Bodo Glimt to beat Inter Milan, especially that first leg at home. Yeah, they're going to make sure they destroy Milan at Norway before they come down to Italy. So I'm predicting Bodo Glimt to win. And then next, Atletico Madrid.
Go straight
I won't
on.
be surprised if Club Brugge beat them, because Atletico Madrid, they are, well, very inconsistent. Let's put it that way. And the last team to qualify, okay, I'll make a hot take. Olympiacos to beat Leverkusen. Yes, I'm predicting Olympiacos to beat Leverkusen because Leverkusen, they are just like Atletico Madrid, very inconsistent and hard to predict. One thing both teams have in common is that one moment they'll pull a masterclass, like Atletico Madrid giving belt to ass to Barcelona, and then the next moment they'll lose very badly, like Atletico Madrid getting the belt to ass to Rayo Vallecano. Who am I kidding? I think Leverkusen is better than Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
So well, best
let's
of luck
find
to
a
all of them.
Hey, shut up!
Alright. Let us call it today.
Rerouting.
And like I mentioned in the previous video, we're on the road to 100k subscribers. Yes, I'm emboldened by a flame of ambition.
Go straight on.
I know it's an impossible task. We might not even make it up to that year, but oh well. I have one life and a dream to get that far. And I can only get there with your help. So like the video, subscribe, and share with your homies and make them subscribe as well. And hit that bell icon so you don't miss my next upload. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.